All right, so here with Karl Koerper. Karl, brother, this is exciting, man. I've been thinking about this all week. I know we've been going to put this down and been thinking about just spending time with you, man. It's been way too long.
Yeah.
So look, couple things first right off the bat. If there's anybody in the world that deserves a little bit of shine for what they're doing, it's you. And if there's anybody that our industry needs to hear from at this moment, it's also you. So I'm stoked, man. We're going to talk about a bunch of different things. How you got into sales, how long you've been doing it, the impact you're having. I want to talk a little bit about Gen, the company that you represent and that you sell for. I think a lot of people know who Gen is. I'm not sure a whole lot of people know what Gen does and what Gen sells. So I want to shed a little bit of light on that program and your program. But before we get started, brother, how are you?
Dude, I'm amazing.
You feel good?
Amazing. Yeah, I feel great.
All right, you look good. You look like you're about to burst out of that shirt. I heard that. Dude, it's awesome to have you back. Karl, let's talk about this, dude. So just so we have a little bit of backdrop for the listeners, who are you, brother? Where you come from? Talk to us a little bit about your hometown, your family life. Who's Karl Koerper?
Yeah, dude. So I grew up in Las Cruces, New Mexico, down in the valley. It's a beautiful place. My family, got 4 brothers, 1 sister. They're awesome. I'm the baby.
Some hosses, too.
Some hosses.
Yeah, some meat and potatoes over there.
Yeah, so
Okay.
corn-fed boys.
Yes, sir.
And I'm the baby of that family, and I couldn't have asked for better examples growing up. Those guys are amazing. So all played baseball. We kind of known for just the effort and the work that we always put in. My brother set that standard when I was younger. And so it was really easy for me to fall into that. You know, not a lot of people are really blessed with that. My parents are absolutely amazing. I was homeschooled growing up. My mom, she homeschooled five rambunctious boys.
Wow.
You know, and
Wow.
my older sister. And so, yeah, I mean, grew up riding around, going skiing, doing all those things. Couldn't have asked for a better way to grow up. Faith-driven family. And so that foundation really set me up for being successful in athletics and being successful. And really anything that I chose, I always had that support. And not a lot of people grow up with that. So I'm extremely grateful for that.
One of my favorite stories, you've told it a couple of times, I think your brothers were getting you up and giving you ice baths at 5 in the morning, making you get crazy at a young age.
Yeah, no, that's my brother Chris. That was more recent. But I remember specifically growing up, like, hey, let's go on a walk, or let's do this. And it was like farmer's carry walk, or going on a run. I remember I was a little more husky when I was growing up, and I went on a run with my 2 brothers. Dog comes running at us. And my brother Ben says, survival of the fittest. Just takes off running, and I'm just like fighting for my life.
Oh yeah.
No, but really competitive family. And they couldn't have asked for anything more than what I had.
No, man, they're awesome dudes. Every time I see Chris, I shake his hand. I got to go to the hospital after, dude. He always leaves my hand feeling a little weaker.
Yeah.
Break a bone or two. Yeah. Dude, he's a beast. He'll come in, he'll look at me immediately and say, "How's your diet?"
How's your diet?
Yeah. What are you eating?
Yeah. Have you squatted this morning?
Yeah. Did you get your legs in?
Yeah.
No, you guys are awesome, dude. Talk a little bit about baseball. So you had a healthy career in baseball. You talked about the discipline and some of the things you grew up with your brothers and the setting that you were, just kind of your environment, but you had a run in baseball, man. Talk about it.
My only goal growing up, I wanted to play college baseball. That is all I did, and that was the best thing for me. The relationships that I had throughout that, those are my best friends, right? All those guys, I can go back to high school, I can go back to college. Nothing matters more looking back on it than the relationships that I had. I played, I really didn't have the offers and those things out of high school that I wanted. I ended up playing junior college baseball for a year.
Where'd you play your JUCO ball?
And in Pima,
Okay.
Arizona. And I at blessed with an amazing coach at that time who really believed in me and gave me the opportunity that I needed to go to the next level. So played at the University of Washington.
Wow. That's big time.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's awesome.
It was a blast.
How long did you play?
Overall or in college?
Just in college.
In college, because of COVID, like 6 years.
Yeah, you had a run.
Yeah. So it was awesome, dude. Ups and downs throughout all of that, and but I really started to dive into later in my college career into the mental performance side of baseball. I really was like, I need to lean on this because baseball is a game of so much failure and so much adversity that I needed that for my performance and to try to be where I needed to be when I needed to be there. All those things. So I really started to dive into that, and then that blessed me, throughout my personal life as well. Dude.
Well, let me ask you this, Karl. Not to jump right to, but I do want to know this. So, you played for Washington for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You probably had some looks or some aspirations to go to the next level, but eventually baseball ended.
Mm-hmm.
Like baseball was done.
Yeah.
And so when I first met you, you were in transition.
Yeah.
You were trying to figure out kind of like, okay, what's the next step in life?
Yeah.
Dude, run us through your mindset, your feelings, your mental state. I mean, you're newly married.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
Whole nine, transitioning out of baseball. Working at the airport, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay, dive in, talk to it.
Yeah. So, baseball will kind of tell you when it's your time.
Okay.
And I could feel that. Stepped into a role of being a father and a provider, and a husband, pretty quickly. And going through that period of transitioning out of athletics to now I'm not only a husband, but I'm a father, and I need to figure out a way to provide for this family. So I got my pilot's license pretty fast, just trying to figure out what I was really passionate about. And
Which, for the record, is awesome.
Yeah.
Pilot's license. That's dope.
Yeah,
Okay.
I grew up flying with my dad, and so it's something that and that's something that I really
Just have a passion for.
have a passion for. I enjoyed connecting with him through that.
Yep.
And then I was working at the airport, and I remember I was under a 747. Someone gave me a compliment. Oh, you're really good at throwing bags. And I was just like, this is not what I'm meant to do. And also, this is not cutting it.
Well, when you throw 6 bags at a time, I'm sure you were getting some looks over there. But either way, sorry, not to derail you.
No, so and it wasn't working financially at the time. And the path to doing being a pilot as a career is very, it's a very long path. It's worth it, but it's very long to get to a point where you're providing. So I was like, I need to do this now. I have to provide for this family now, and there's no other way around it, because it's sink or swim, right? Nobody's coming to save you. And so I was working at the airport, just had my daughter, and I, a couple weeks after she was born, I was just like so overwhelmed. I was like, what do I do? What path do I do? This is. I
mean, you feel the need to provide.
Yeah.
And you're a provider by nature. You've had a great example from your family life.
Yeah.
You feel the need to provide, and so it's like, okay, airport's not it. I can't be tossing bags.
Yeah, and then transitioning from you're in the top 1% of anybody that's played this sport, whatever. From all the kids you start playing with till now, I knew 2 people that were still playing, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
And so you go from being like very good at something to now I have absolutely nothing. Where do I go?
Yeah.
And then
Bit of uncharted territory.
My brother had actually worked out with Mike Evans.
Mike's the man. Shout out to Michael. Yeah.
Mike's the best. I couldn't have asked for a better introduction into Gen than through him.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah. So, and my brother put us in a group message, and 2 days later, I'm on a flight to Tennessee, and getting there and all that thing. That was a huge mess. I won't get into that, but it was my flight got canceled. All this thing. I was like, what am I doing?
But what you're saying is that you're on your way to your first blitz.
My first blitz.
All right,
yeah.
cool.
And so I was like, sales. Let's try this out.
All right, so look, that might be a good time to do this. So look, let's enter Karl. So transition out of baseball.
Yeah.
Karl enters the world of sales. All right, so let's talk about this. First of all, let's keep people abreast to what we actually sell here, and so what we do at Gen. So obviously we run a blitz model. So ours is a little bit different. It's not summer based though. We do a little bit heavier of a model in the summer. So we're 20 days on in those summer months. The non-summer months, obviously, we go for 10 days. But 10-day blitzes, offer 20, or on 20, offer 10, 10-20 model. You're traveling out to Tennessee, you're just getting your feet wet, and you heard that, well, okay, what am I selling? So I sell Dish Network. I'm selling TV. So that's what Gen does. So it's, again, I mentioned before, a lot of people know what Gen is, but not a lot of people know what Gen does. And we sell TV. It's actually one of the coolest things in the world. Reason I mention that is because a lot of times when we tell people, hey, we sell satellite TV, especially a younger generation, they kind of look at us a little bit sad at us like who still uses that product? The answer to that question is tens of millions of people still use satellite TV. And TV is king. I mean, if you think about it, Karl, the only thing we do as human beings is find ways to watch other people. I mean, whether we go to sporting events or we go to church on Sunday or we're on our phones streaming through God knows what, we're trying to look and see what people are doing. TV is still king. And so we absolutely love selling it. We know exactly who we're selling to. The people that are most likely to buy your product. We're not one of the programs that knocks 120 doors in 120 degree heat. We set you up knocking about 40 doors a day to people who have super, super high bills and super old equipment. And your job is to go over there and change them out and get them the best opportunity, the best service, the best equipment in the world, and at the best price, at the price that the market dictates. So we love the sell. We absolutely love it. You're rushing out to Tennessee because Mike says, hey, come out and sling with me, and you've never done this before. And dude, you popped literally right away. Talk to us about that first experience and kind of, one, how did sales hit you and how did you dive in? Because again, your baseball experience, your discipline, your dedication to doing something hard definitely helps in this industry, because you know as well as I do, knocking doors isn't the easiest thing in the world. You've got to learn how to do it. And then when you learn how to do it, you got to learn how to master it if you really want your reward. And that's what you're getting. You are absolutely reaping the reward right now. So tell us a little bit about your path into Gen.
Yeah, no, I went out there. I had just briefly looked through Gen University, which is like the platform that we use to train people. I had gotten an audio recording of Nathaniel's pitch, and it was just in my ear all day long. I had no idea what I was doing at first. All I knew is I was like, okay, I'm lowering someone's bill, let's go. That was it. So, and then I rolled out there. I think I sold like, one or two. I sold an account within like, it was actually legitimate. Mike was like, what's going on? It was within like 20 minutes of me being out on my own. So I did that, and then I was there for 5 days, and I made more money than I did in a whole month working at the airport. Which is, and I love that job, but it was not fitting the means which I needed. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, I need to do this. And so, and I took work off. I took 5 days of work off to go do that, and then come back and I went straight back to work. And so I saw that opportunity, and I was like, I need to make this transition. Now I viewed the sale as and Gen as like, I'm just going to dive in to learning the skill set of sales, just like you do with athletics, right? Through repetition and through practice. And so that's what I did. And that first, I really like with my new guys to talk about, we're raising our floor of like, I'm not going home without this many sales, right? And so, Blitz 1, right, or whatever it was, if it was, 3 to 4 accounts or whatever, slowly raising that. And you have your days where you get more, and you have your days where you get less, but getting that average.
What you can expect consistently. And so that's one of the things that I want to focus in on, because again, it's not like you came in selling terrible numbers. You were at that 2 or 3 or 3 or 4 a day pretty quickly. But now you're never not selling 8+. And so, we talked a little bit about how, you can learn door knocking, then you can master it. So what you've done over this last 6 months is you've become a master of your craft, which is why You're leading one of the best teams at Gen. And so, dude, I want to talk a little bit about your program and what you think or what you attribute your ability to helping guys get this so quickly and essentially get speed to cash. What we found is that a lot of industries right now take a lot of time to pay guys, man. I mean, solar takes forever, right? And we've got, a lot of other programs that take a lot of time to get your money. Speed to cash is key for us. Guys learning how to sell this quickly is key. You're one of the best in the world about it. So talk to us a little bit about your culture, your program, how you get guys to jump off, why Karl's program.
Yeah, what it really comes down to is I want guys to stay away from, it's BCD, bad body language, complaining, and getting defensive. That is not allowed. That's a culture killer. And you have to create a culture where that doesn't even exist. It doesn't exist. And so when you have guys and we eliminate that from the beginning to now we're rolling into, this is from Brian Kane, the guy that I did a lot of mental performance training with. We want to be in a place, my favorite acronym for this is just ABC, always behaving confidently. So I want to be
different ABC than what we hear in sales.
Yeah,
I love that, dude.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter how I feel. That person that I'm talking to doesn't know how I feel inside. I could have just gotten the door slammed in my face 5 times, and then I knock that door, and I'm like, "Hey, Kevin, how you doing?"
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I'm always going to behave in that way, and so if I can instill like that into my new reps, where they're extremely confident, and that confidence also comes from understanding the product that they're selling, understanding how it's going to benefit somebody. And it may not be a big thing in your life. Is satellite TV a big thing in my life? No. Right? But is it a big thing in someone else's life? Yes.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
And is saving, a good chunk of money every single month beneficial? Well, yeah. So I can have extreme confidence in selling the product that I'm selling.
You're incredible at getting in the role. To your point, and I think that'll speak to a lot of the younger demographic. Can you relate with paying $160 a month for cable TV? Probably not, man. But you know that there are millions of people out there who can.
Yeah.
And so you got to learn how to speak their language. It's called getting in role, and you do it better than anybody in the business.
Yeah.
Karl, why do you like selling the product that you sell? Why do you like selling Dish? So again, to be clear, we sell satellite TV. We sell for Dish Network. Dish Network is our horse, man. We represent it. We love Dish Network. JD Powers ranks us #1 in the business for the past almost 10 years. Best equipment on the planet, best service on the planet, bang for your buck. A lot of folks have talked about streaming in the past, and we fought against streaming in the past as well. What we know is that streaming has become expensive, and you've got to have proper internet to be able to actually go and get a hold of these streaming platforms. Dish satellite TV has actually come around and is king once again in the industry. We love it. Our wagon's attached to it for sure. And tell me why you like selling the product.
I like selling it because I know it'll benefit someone's life, even if it's little.
Yeah.
Even if it's a little thing. With how expensive everything is nowadays, if I can just help somebody get a better experience where when they come home at night and they throw on their TV, they like the experience that they're having.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a great product to sell. Right?
What we know about TV, man, is people lapse on their water bill before they start stop paying TV, man. They love TV, so putting them in a better spot is huge.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the Blitz program. Does it fit in your life? I mean, you're a family man.
Yeah.
Right? So being gone for 10 days at a time, being back for 20, being able to stretch your legs when you're off.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how that works with you.
Well, I couldn't do that without my wife. She's amazing.
Yep.
It's not easy doing what she does. Yeah, dude.
Wives are a big part of what we do, brother. It's they make it possible, man. I've been in the industry for a long time. I'm with you, man. My wife has allowed me to spend time away from home, and she's made some sacrifices that allow us to thrive and to live the life that we want, man. So I'm with you on that. Your wife, she's new to the game. You guys have a brand new baby. You've got another one on the way. Charlie's here, but you've got another one on the way. And dude, Madison is a massive part of this. So dude, shout out to her and her ability to let you rock and roll, dude. It's really, really good. Here's what I want to ask you, Karl. 10 days on, 20 days off. Those are the non-summer months. 20 days on in the summer months, 10 days off. It's a really, really unique program. Talk to me about why that works for you and why you like that.
Yeah. My family is the most important thing to me.
Yeah.
And it works for me because I'm able to go out and work as hard as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And when I say as hard as I possibly can, it hits, right?
I had a substitute. You do look, dude. I think people underestimate what that means when they hear you say work as hard as you can. I think, dude, a couple times you slept in your car. You didn't hit your goal. You'd be sleeping in your car.
No, when I first started, I wasn't feeding myself.
Yeah, a little self-harming there to get the goal.
Little stuff going on and mentally, but no, dude, I have to set the standard for my guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And what that looks like is just working my butt off.
Yeah.
Because if they know that I am out there doing that,
yep,
and I'm not just, just saying things,
yeah,
and they know that there's action behind my words, my ability to lead them is much, much higher. And the response I get from those guys is genuine. Now, when I talk about you want to throw someone into the right culture, I want to put an emphasis on every single human being has their skills, their individual skills.
Yeah.
And my job is to go and help them realize what's actually inside of them. And then the benefit of me doing that is getting them into a place where they're financially stable.
Yeah, man, I think some of the best leaders have that in common. They're able to look at an individual and recognize their gifts, a lot of times even before those individuals do. That's a huge testament to leadership, is being able to see somebody's value, even sometimes when they don't see theirs, when they don't see it for themselves. And then you're able to impact and inspire individuals. I've seen guys come through your program that didn't have a single bit of sales skill, no experience in our industry, and come through and really swing away and start to make a living for themselves. It's inspiring, and I love that, which is why we love pushing guys in the Karl's program, because we know they're gonna crush and do well. So 10 days on, you go out there, you sprint your butt off, you come back home, you get to chill with the family. Obviously you got a wife and a kid, you got another baby on the way, so coming home for those 20 days, is also one of the perks of the program. Give you a little bit of time to stretch your legs and do some other things that you're ambitious about. So I love that. Karl, let me ask you this. We're approaching the end of 2025, which has been a massive year for you. We're gearing up for 2026, which in our opinion, I think we're gonna burst at the seams in every way possible. I think all of our teams are going to grow. I think we're going to push more of this product than we ever have before in in the best way that we've ever done it. What are your aspirations for closing out 2025 properly? And then what do you want to do in 2026?
I want to get a golden door. That's what I really want to do. I've been doing the math in my head, and I'm like, okay, got to do this, this, and this. Mind you, I started the year not anywhere where I am now. And my goals for the year, income-wise, I had reached by June. I think it was end of April, July. Yeah. So that's I hit those goals in July, and I was like, oh, okay. And I thought at that time I was like dreaming big or whatever.
It's incredible, by the way.
Yeah. So awesome. But I want to do that. That would be amazing rolling into 2026. And then I have it written in my notes. I want to have the biggest team in the history of Gen. That's my goal. Don't know what those numbers are, but now the guys that I have right now, I am so invested in them, and I want them to be successful so bad. And if it comes from me wanting each individual to be successful, and then the end result is having that goal, then sweet, that's amazing, right? But those are things I want to do. And my number one goal is providing for my wife and my kids.
Of course.
That's my number one goal, and creating a lifestyle for them that, maybe it's hard right now to really, the workload and everything like that, but nothing in life is worth it unless it is, very difficult.
For sure.
And then maybe, I'll be able to sit back and sometime if I ever can relax, and because I have issues relaxing, I was doing random stuff.
Oh yeah.
Be like, sit down and look and see that future lifestyle in a home that's filled with love, with a family, and being able to provide for them. That's my goal. So
it's a beautiful thing. I've watched you work relentlessly. Hard work is just kind of part of who you are, brother. So if I'm a betting man, I'm wagering heavily on Karl Koerper, dude. It's going to be sweet. Yeah. Look, let's get some information out here. All right. So you are running a blitz in October, and right now in our industry, a lot of guys are coming home from their summertime. A lot of solar guys, a lot of pest guys, alarm guys, whatever the case may be, coming home from summer, starting to hibernate a little bit. Our program is for 12 months. We sell every single month. So you're rocking and rolling again in October. So let's get a call to action for some of these guys to come join your program. So keeping in mind, we give a $500 flight stipend, right? We cover the housing on that first couple blitzes as well, and make sure that you're set up with the proper people to go out and visit and switch over to Dish Network. So talk to us a little bit about, when are you going and where are you going, brother?
Yeah. We're going the 8th of this next month.
Okay.
We'll be out there for 10 days. We're going to be in Philadelphia, which is the best place to sell this product, in my personal opinion.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so I absolutely love it out there. I love the people out there. I love how they're very straightforward, but it's amazing. And if you want to be in an environment that's going to push you up, and it's going to make you be a more driven human being, then I want you out there. But
well, let me ask you this. Let's speak on that a little bit, because your program is a Rise Up program. So Karl, speak a little bit to some of the things that you guys that the people can look forward to. So you guys are doing workouts in the morning. You guys are doing team meetings every day. Yeah. You're going over like high octane sales skills that are going to be able to help guys produce right out of the gate. Talk us a little bit about what we can expect on your program.
Hitting a workout, if it's in the morning or at night, whatever it is, it's extremely important to you. You have to be in control of your physical, spiritual, and your mental, right? To be a good salesman, and that's why I love it. So, so we're out there working out. We have a morning meeting. It's usually at 8:30 in the morning. We're going in depth on sales. It's really, I want to be in an environment where people feel like they can talk to me all the time about anything, and I mean like anything. And so we're having that morning meeting, and then really I hit my first door by 10:30, my last door by 9. And I am just going all day long, get back, taking phone calls throughout the day with people, with customers, helping them. I want everybody out there to make as much money as they possibly can. That is my goal. And so, and when you have somebody that's in that leadership role that is that responsive to you, and you don't have to feel bad about hitting them up and be like, yo, I need help with this. I will drop everything that I'm doing to do that, unless I'm like in the middle of closing somebody.
It's huge, man. It's huge. Here's what I will tell you. Our program is such that, look, you can go out there and you can have immediate success. There's no doubt about it. But attention to details and having a fountain of information to go to help you jump over that learning curve is essential. You being available for guys like that allows them to have that speed to cash and get over that learning curve quickly.
And I think a lot of guys, they think they work hard until they come out there with the guys that I'm with. And they're like, oh, what is this? Right? Which is good. It's great. It's amazing. I got
a little different cup of tea over there.
And I have guys that are on me, pushing me up, and I got to hold a standard, and that is an amazing environment to be in, right? And it makes guys want to come back. And that's what I want.
We want that. We want to make sure that guys can learn this and master this so that they can receive their reward. I can't say how many times guys will stop right before they cross the finish line of actually starting to get their reward. We want to push them through it. So Karl, you're looking at, what are the dates again?
It's the 8th through the 18th.
8th through the 18th. $500 flight stipend. Housing is covered, and we're going to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Karl Koerper about to rock out.
Yeah, let's go.
Homie, this is so fun, dude. I love doing this with you. Let's catch up again soon, and best of luck in October. Let's crush.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. Sweet.